Welcome to Pub Talk, the unofficial official craft beer podcast of Oklahoma, where we're all about the three B's, beer buddies, and bullshit. I'm Jeremy, and with me as always is a guy who has middle fingers aplenty to say goodbye to 2020, Michael.
Hello.
On today's show, we'll do a little year in review, talk about recent beer news, and just generally put 2020 the fuck behind us. If you like what you hear, make sure to go subscribe on your favorite podcast app, YouTube, wherever you're watching or listening to us. And follow us on social media at Pub Talk Podcast. And check us out on the web at pubtalkpodcast.com. All right, let's get started with the first round.
You know, they brew 10,000 bottles of beer a day. I drink 45 off the assembly line, and I'm the asshole.
What are you drinking?
I am drinking beer from a place that I've had a lot of beer from lately. Stone Cloud, Oklahoma City. It is their night. Dark lager, 4.8% ABV. Been drinking a lot of these lately. They make really good beer, and this one's light and roasty and malty and fucking delicious. Love fucking dark lagers. I wish there was more of them out there that I could get all the time. So when I saw this one when I was out, I had to get out shopping more than I wanted to, but because of Christmas and shit not showing up because fucking mail sucks. And I went somewhere and they had a whole like stack out of these fucking things. I'm like, well, I will take a lot of those. And I did.
Yeah, I didn't see that one when we picked up there. I probably would have gotten it.
No, I went to, where was I at? I had to go to, I went to Reese's because the Walmart by my house was fucking packed. So drove down to Reese's to see how they were, and they weren't that bad at all. And I went in there, I was like, fuck, I forgot that they have actually a decent craft beer selection for a not a liquor store or something. So I picked up, I was like, well, fuck it, I'm here. I'm going to get this beer. And I was surprised to see like a whole like stack out of it in their cooler section. But yeah, it's really good. Really
Nice.
good.
Nice.
And it's a clear Nero Wu-Tang glass.
All right.
It's like the only Wu-Tang that I found that I actually like.
Right on.
It's good. And it holds a whole one of these beers, which makes it even easier or even better.
Yeah, I hate that.
I'll give it probably a 4.
Do what?
I'll give it a 4 on the rating scale.
Okay.
4. It's good. Maybe higher, but I'll just stick with a 4.
Okay.
I just really like it. I've been liking these, here at home quite a bit. You don't want to drink a whole bunch of fucking super high point ones. Get pass the fuck out.
Yeah.
It's cool to have some these lower point ones.
Yeah. Well, I'm drinking a beer from Tubbs, one of our 2020 Spotlight episodes. This is the latest in their DDH series. It's the latest variant in that series. So it's series 26. Orange and cranberry DDH IPA.
Oh, nice.
So hops in this one's 50% Citra, 50% Ella. And obviously it's got the orange and cranberry in there. Where's the ABV on this biatch? Might not be on here. I do not see it. Anyway, that's good. I mean, I'm having a hard time not pounding this because it's early in the day and I shouldn't. But I do have a backup sitting here. It's good. I get a lot of the orange, a little bit of the cranberry, and then obviously the hops. Yeah, it's a. I haven't had a bad beer in this series. It's easily a 4. It's probably 4.21 because we're about to start 2021. There we go.
Nice. Yeah, that series is awesome. Did he say they start that over each? Like next year, will they start over with 1 again, or does that just keep going?
I don't know.
Something about that.
I can't remember.
I don't remember either.
I can't. Surely they haven't done 26 of them in 1 year. I thought they were doing like 1 a month.
Was it just 1 a month?
I thought it was. Well, 1 regular one and 1 variant. I thought. I don't know. Go back and listen to the episode and tell us.
I'm about to.
Well, I meant for the listener, but
Oh, yeah.
yeah, you can do it too.
Yeah, that series is awesome.
Yeah.
I forgot I saw a picture of that one the other day. I need to go somewhere at some point.
I
Probably
was
after the new year.
kind of on the fence about it a little bit, just because I I don't mind cranberry, like ocean spray drink or whatever. I am not a fan of cranberry sauce whatsoever, and because of the time of year and stuff, that's what I assumed they probably used to brew it. But it was good. It's good. I don't. It doesn't taste like cranberry sauce. Yeah. So it's been a couple weeks since our last episode. Just the holidays and stuff. It wasn't super easy to um, get anything scheduled, and we're not trying to do these in person right now with the way these fucking COVID numbers have been. So you know. Um, but that to say, what the fuck's been going on?
Man, Christmas happened.
It
It was
did.
weird, like not going, didn't
Yeah.
go anywhere, staying at home for Christmas. Super fucking weird. Cooking my first like Christmas dinner myself, like Christmas breakfast and dinner. Was super weird but fun. Smoked a ham. Haven't done that, and I've never smoked a ham actually. I don't think. I don't know what the fuck I was. It feels weird saying smoking stuff and talking about cooking, but I haven't smoked like anything like that in fuck since I was like 21, probably 22. But figured to try it, and it turned out really good, except for a lot of goddamn smoke. Thought I had mini COVID or something, couldn't breathe. But good times. Good to see. Always fun to see the kids open presents and shit. It was just super weird
Yeah.
with this fucking year being at home and whatnot. Yeah,
Yeah.
can't wait to get this year over, but I don't know. Hopefully 2021's better.
Yeah. It's kind of funny right now.
It has to be going that way.
Yeah. It probably the back third of it or something will be maybe back to normal, maybe. But yeah, we're in for several more months of this in 2021, I think. Not,
What about you?
optimistic, but yeah, I mean, we same thing. We stayed home and did a little Zoom thing with the family, and I also cooked my first Christmas breakfast and dinner. I did ham in the oven. I didn't smoke it, but yeah, turned out fine. Just felt weird. It was, it's that thing where it's like it's kind of nice to not be rushing around trying to get to different people's houses and um, be on the
That was
go.
relaxing.
Yeah, yeah, but it was
Relaxing.
also simultaneously like stressful because of the reason we weren't doing that, and so
Took a couple naps that day. It was weird. I don't know.
yeah,
Felt I don't know. It was awesome though, just to kind of relax. But yeah, super. It's fucking different. Hopefully next year's better, or I don't know. But still
surely
fun.
by the holidays it'll be better. It's
You know,
just going to take some time to get everybody vaccinated or get enough people vaccinated to make a difference.
yeah. Oh man.
Yeah, that was the thing that happened.
I gotta say, yeah, I wish the fucking Cowboys would just go away. Like, still fucking hanging in there to make the fucking playoffs with a sub 500 record. It's like, really, motherfuckers, just keep losing, and they start winning again. It's like, come on now,
Yeah,
I fucking hate you. Then I gotta win the whole game. I just want this season to be fucking over with.
I I agree, because even if they squeak into the playoffs, I mean, they're not going to do
I'm gonna
anything.
lose.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Meanwhile, in the AFC, you've got a 10-win team that's not going to make it. I, you know, I don't know what the solution is for the playoff model, but there's got to be something.
It makes sense. Every division winner has got to make it, but man, the NFC East is pretty shit a lot of years. So maybe
Yes.
switch fucking team or
The
something.
last 10 years, yeah, it's been dog shit a lot.
Restructure it or something. Fuck, it's limp the fuck into the playoffs. One of them, all even if Washington wins, they'll be think they'll be sub 500 too. I think they'll have a
Oh,
losing
they all
record.
are. Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
or no,
They
they
would
might,
tie.
they might be able to get 8-8. No, they'd have to be sub
Yeah.
500. Anyway,
Fucking
whatever.
stupid.
Yeah,
So I'm hoping I get to watch my last Cowboys game on Sunday or whenever it is.
yeah, it's Sunday at noon, I think.
They even flex the fucking NFC East to a Sunday night game because there's playoff ramifications. Just like it's the Redskins, the Eagles, Redskins, Eagles. It's like, come on. Nobody wants to watch that shit.
But I probably will if Dallas wins, because
Just to see what's going to happen. Can't cheer for the Eagles though, damn it. I just can't do it. But if they win, we get in.
I can cheer for the Eagles against Washington easily.
I don't know why Eagles have always been my most hated team. I don't know if it's because their fans fucking are so fucking horrible. I think every game I've been to live has been against the Eagles, and they were so fucking shitty, getting drunk and fighting everybody, like right next to me and my fucking grandma. It's just like, the Eagles fucking suck. Don't get me wrong, Washington fucking sucks too. And I've been kind of just happy at all the drama they've been having lately, cutting their fucking high pick quarterback and whatever. No fucking name. That's the thing that sucks. This team with no fucking name make the playoffs. Would be weird.
Yeah. Well, I guess in beer news, we should talk about your hat and our trip a couple weeks ago.
What had I had on? Have a look.
So yeah, we I had reserved some of the Stone Cloud Christmas beers, so we had to make a quick trip down to Oklahoma City to pick those up, and decided to check out the Big Friendly right down the road. While we were there, picked up some beer at Vanessa House too. Just a quick there and back. The Big Friendly's I dug that tap room.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
The area was awesome. It's weird though. Felt like some, I don't know how to describe the surrounding area around that, but it was unique.
It's like a little apartment or something right next to each other. Like right on top of each other.
Super weird.
Yeah.
He said, reach out, high five your neighbor through your window or whatever.
Yeah, you
but
probably
it'd be cool
could.
to have a brewery like in your fucking backyard,
Right.
literally right there, and one that makes really good fucking beer. I mean, the beer was
dangerous.
pretty legit. Space was awesome.
Yeah.
It wasn't that far from where we picked up beer, right? I think we thought
Yeah,
it
it was just down the road from Stone Cloud, like maybe a mile. Maybe a mile and a half. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the same exit off the highway. So.
Really good beer though.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. And I saw the Vegas, they still run that bus around that's parked there, how they got started. And I guess you can have that bus come to your functions and shit. Pretty awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know. Wanted to shout them out. They were I don't remember if we even got the name of the guy that was behind the bar. I know he wasn't one of the owners or anything, but he was very nice when he found out we did the podcast, comped beer, stuff like that. It was pretty friendly place. Just weird, feeling like, okay, we got to go sit as far away as possible from anyone else in this motherfucker.
Yeah. They had that cool upstairs little place too.
Yeah.
Kind of had to go to be away from people.
Yeah.
It's one of those things I was like, fuck, if someone comes up here, I gotta bounce.
Yeah.
This wasn't, that big. But
luckily it wasn't an
it's
issue.
really cool. That design of that place is so unique. Just I think we said church kind of
it reminds me of an old church,
something.
yeah.
Just the big, really cool. And they haven't been open that long, right? It just
maybe a month.
I don't even know.
It was the beginning of December.
I don't.
Maybe November. Anyway, last. Yeah. Should also mention that today, actually, the day we're recording this, December 30th, Del Armadillo's new tap room opens up this afternoon. And well, and when I say new, to be clear, it's in the same location. They just renovated while all this COVID stuff's been going on. They've been doing to go and just in the boneyard, the outside space. So they had the ability to kind of do that without having to worry about also accommodating taproom patrons inside. So it's in that same space. They just redid the inside. And I've only seen one picture of the inside, but it looked like, remember when we did the podcast with them last summer? I don't remember if it was on the show, if it was after we stopped recording, but Tony had mentioned that they were going to take that room that we recorded in. It was like kind of that lower room that you step down into from the old tap room and turn it into part of the tap room and make some other renovations. So I'm guessing it was that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot he said that. So it took me by surprise when I saw it, I think yesterday or something, that they were unveiling their new tap room. And they posted a few more pictures today. It looks pretty cool. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. I didn't know they were doing that right now, but it looks cool. Need to check it out.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't been by there and it's been too long. And I just saw they added some Butterfinger something to their menu. So, yeah, that's some big beer news for this week, at least in Tulsa. And the Nook in Broken Arrow, the Nook Brewing Company, opened up a couple weeks ago as well. The people I've talked to that have been said it was pretty good. I'm still not going anywhere near Broken Arrow right now, but for COVID reasons.
I saw they have at least crowlers and growlers to go, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, and I was told their staff does wear masks.
I saw it in pictures, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. What else do we have to talk about?
What else has happened? Huh?
What else do we have to talk about for the show?
Happened. Beercraft in McAllister opened in the past week. So there's another new brewery out there for people to try if they want to make the trip. They do have a big outdoor area, or at least they were building it. I'm assuming it's ready now, seeing as they're opened. But it looks like a nice little space. Something else in McAllister. I think they only have like 5 or 6 beers on tap right now, but probably because they just opened.
What is that one called?
They've got Beercraft, Bierkraft.
Okay.
Spelled, was that German, I guess? Looks like the beer they've got. What is this? A Saison triple dark lager, Nipa, Kolsch, and a Irish dry stout. So those are the beers right now.
Right on.
But they've got a lot of pictures up of their tap room on social media right now.
Yeah, that's why I asked for the
another place to check out.
so I could make sure to follow them.
I literally think it just happened in the past week. They opened their doors, and then I don't think we've talked about it on the show. That Scissortail finally went active on social media again in the past couple weeks.
Yeah.
And it looks like they're trying to open next month. They had the one picture where they were, from however long ago it was, where they were doing some construction, and now all of a sudden it looks like a fucking tap room. Looks really nice too. Looks big and spaced out and whatnot, and dewy.
Okay.
But it said, I think the last post was they're going to try to open up next month. So another one. And Skydance celebrated their 2 years during COVID, so probably not a big celebration.
Yeah, nothing is.
But congrats to them on 2 years. Saw somewhere that it looks like they're looking at finishing construction and shit like April, I think, of next year. That I think they had posted that they're looking at this time next year actually brewing inside. What is that area called? I always forget what that area is called. Is that Automobile Alley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe so. I mean, I'm not
I always get confused on those areas down there. Film Row is Core 4, so yeah, I think that's Automobile Alley.
For sure.
So excited to check out their news too, for sure. That the concept art and all the shit for that space looks legit. Looks like they were looking for a restaurant or whatever to move in next door to them. So fuck, go to Oklahoma City. They're one-stop shop for everything right there.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess we should plug. I mean, in addition to this podcast you're listening to now, Michael's been working on a kind of a year-end recap video, just of the different shows we've done this year to look back on this crazy ass year. So we'll watch for that on our Facebook and YouTube.
So weird how the years been going on. It's going back through that shit.
I can't. I'm sitting here looking at because I wanted to touch on just. I mean, we did still do quite a few spotlight episodes in person and virtually the early part of the year, and then that brief period during the early part of the summer where it kind of seemed like things were under control before all hell broke loose again. But it's just crazy just looking back at this list, and it's like, well, okay, we did big in Norman, Beer is Good, at the very end of 2019. So since then, before the COVID shutdown, we did Lazy Circles, Elgin Park, Neff, Core 4, and Expenditure. And that was a pretty good little run there through early March. And then we did a few socially distanced ones where we had Kelsey from Renaissance and Matt when he was with Dead Armadillo and Mitch of Rapture on, and then Amanda, of course, on that episode that she was on. And then we ran through a bunch more, with Emerson Ice, Frenzy, Broken Arrow, Tups, Erie Abbey, and Muskogee before we had those couple of stray episodes here at the end of the year with Marshall, with Cody from Marshall, our annual show with Vortex, and then a couple weeks ago with Brian from Beers Okay. So I'm curious, what do you have any favorites or highlights or any of that?
I mean, I might be kind of, I don't know, biased because I've been going through the older episodes, so I've listened to some of them over again.
Mm-hmm.
Really enjoyed that Core 4 one just because they were announcing their opening. It was the first time I think maybe we had 4. Did we have 4 people on before at the same time? Was Dead Armadillo 4?
No, that was
I think
3.
it was just 3.
Yeah.
There was a lot of people on the episode at one point, and just it turned out really, really well to be able to cram that many people around a table, and it was just a fun interview. I mean, I enjoyed the rest of them too. Was Tups this year?
Tups was this year. Yeah, I thought I said Tups. If I didn't, I should have.
Yeah, Tups was awesome because the whole road trip thing and checking out that brewery.
Yeah,
I enjoyed them all, but those two stand out to me right now from what I've been doing with the interview. I mean, with the editing stuff so far. The Core 4 one was just a funny one. Going back through and listening to it, there was a lot of laughter and shit going on. So
yeah, fun. It's always fun when you can laugh and get around some people that have a similar sense of humor, and especially sometimes we interview people that maybe don't know us as well or just don't have the same sense of humor we do, and it's kind of like they're nervous or I don't know, just comes across like a little more serious, and that's okay too. But yeah, I always enjoy the ones with a little bit more humor, which I agree with you about Core 4. If someone put a gun to my head,
the dog from Core 4 also helped.
Oh yeah,
fucking beast of a dog.
Yeah, no, I agree with you about Core 4 though. If someone put a gun to my head, that'd probably be the one I'd have to pick, especially because we did get to unveil the grand opening. And we went to Broke after that and ran into Tom and Tom Chalice and we ran into Brian there as well and a few other people. But yeah, I wanted to shout out that episode we did with Amanda. I thought that one, just the peanut butter cup story alone, it was like fucking. It just reminded me of old pub talk, is what it did. How filthy it was, and it was a break from talking to brewers, brewery owners, and that kind of thing. And then like you said, the Tups one, I I've also got a soft spot for Erie Abbey.
Oh yeah.
And again, I enjoyed them all, but those are some of my kind of highlights from this crazy ass year. And I actually really enjoyed the Emerson Nice episode too, because that was kind of when we had that period where it was like, okay, everything's kind of calmed down. That was the first one that we did in person after we went virtual for a while in the spring. Plus, I mean, that's now my hometown brewery, and I don't know. And
good times.
Yeah.
It was weird starting off the year. We were like, because we knew how many we did the year before, and it's like, oh, we did that. We could easily beat that this year.
Yeah, not so much.
No.
I haven't looked at the numbers, but I'm pretty.
When the world comes.
Yeah. We did pretty good for being safe and.
Oh yeah, for
sure. The
plenty more to get into this year.
Yeah, and that's
all these ones that have opened up that we haven't been able.
Yeah, that was another thing I wanted to mention. Just even though this year's been the piece of shit that it has, off the top of my head, the breweries that have opened this year are either brand new or new locations or whatever. Hell, just the ones we've talked to. You've got Frenzy, Core 4, I think. Well, Emerson Nice, Erie Abbey. I know Rough Tail got a new spot this year. Cross Cannons. There's just a shitload, and more coming.
Yeah.
I'm always
a bunch of small town breweries out there. I look forward to getting to hopefully next year. The small town ones are pretty fun.
Yeah,
they're so off the path, and I would have no reason to go to most of those towns outside of just going to visit an awesome brewery. Because got that one in Caddo. I didn't even know how to pronounce that fucking place until I had seen it a bunch of times. I finally heard someone say something. Yeah. Harbinger out there, Cooper and Mill when we got to go to them this year, right? That
was this year. Yep. The perfect example. There's so many I'd forgotten that one, even though we even went there.
So Dollhouse Road. I'm
looking forward to that one. I'm looking forward to Fat Toad's new facility in Pryor.
There's a lot to fucking hit up next year.
Yeah.
And I miss going to a lot of the stuff this year, but you gotta do what you gotta do. Gotta be smart about some stuff while also still enjoying your life. We did get out there and get to a few as safe as we could be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and one thing we kind of took to doing every, 6-8 weeks, just to break up the monotony of being in the house all the time, was going and picking up beer at crazy faraway places, Arkansas and Texas and Oklahoma City.
That's right. I forgot about the Arkansas trip.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Still shout out, got a whole brewing there in Eureka Springs. That was that was a cool little spot. I don't like that drive, but
no. It's good beer though.
Yeah.
Cool people.
Yeah, the beer was great. The people were very nice. If I were in that area, I would definitely go back. Those narrow ass mountain roads and shit.
Yeah. Not a fan of the trip there.
Yeah.
Even pulling into the parking lot.
I remember.
But good times. I think I was on some beer group that I'm in, and someone was asking for recommendations for beer in Northwest Arkansas, and I was like, "Fuck, I could recommend something."
They're not Northwest; they're more like North Central, but
laws that I would.
You're cutting out.
Still, because they had said Eureka Spring.
Oh, they did.
Hey, okay. It popped up unstable.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had mentioned Eureka Springs, so I said them.
Gotcha.
It was fun. Okay. It was good beer.
Right on. Yeah. Well, this is a good time for me to mention too. Obviously nothing's getting any better until for sure. We're a few weeks past the holidays, COVID wise. So we're definitely sticking with virtual for the next little bit. And if anybody is interested in doing a virtual show with us, whether that's previous guests or new guests, whatever, shoot us a message, direct message, either Facebook or Instagram, or you can email me, Jeremy at pubtalkpodcast.com, and let us know. We'll set something up. We haven't been very aggressive about scheduling these just because December is always difficult. So
Sure.
all right, well, I think that's kind of it for our little retrospective and last episode of 2020, or I guess depending on when you listen to this first episode of 2021. It was recorded in 2020, so it counts, goddammit. So yeah, either Happy New Year, I guess. Well, Happy New Year either way, whether you're listening to this the tail end of 2020 or the beginning of 2021. Hope it will be or is a fun evening for everybody, and be safe. And Jesus Christ, surely 2021 will improve upon 2020. The bar is low. The bar is low.
What else could happen?
Oh, a lot. A lot could still happen.
I'm hoping for zombies.
Trump holds a news conference, marches out his twin brother. He's running in 2024. And he's only 40, so you've got a lot of years of this.
Oh, man. Well, good. Good. My neighbor could keep his flag up forever.
My point being, yes, it can always be worse. But yeah, I guess that being said, yeah, thanks for listening to us in 2020 and going through all this crazy shit with us. And Michael, close this motherfucker down.
You've just listened to another round of Pub Talk. If you like what you heard today, show us some love all over social media at Pub Talk Podcast. And to continue getting alerts every time we drop an episode, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button before you go. You can also find out all you've ever wanted to know about the show and more by heading over to our website, pubtalkpodcast.com. And remember, folks, there's never anything too big or hard in life that you can't handle it over a few beers with your good friends. So until next time, chill to the next episode.
Eat
Stay
shit.
safe. And that, God damn it, 2021. Please be good.